You know, if there's one thing I absolutely can't stand, it's Pokemon Scalpers. I believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that the scum of the earth is littered with Pokemon Scalpers. Pokemon Scalpers, for those of you that don't know, are these people that go through, scalpers in general are people that just go through and pillage people's hobbies by buying up as much product as possible and then reselling it at a higher percentage. So you're looking at someone buying, in my instance, buying Pokemon cards and then just turning around and taking them and selling them at 80% markup. And that sucks. That sucks because that ruins the hobby. That makes it harder for people like myself to get, who's turned around and has really gotten into Pokemon collecting in the last year, and makes it to where it's really hard for us to get product. Luckily right now we're not dealing with that so much with the perfect order set, but I saw a couple of videos today on Reddit that really just grind my gears and really make me want to shit bricks, and it all has to do with Pokemon Scalpers. The first one I thought was really funny is actually a Pokemon Scalper getting arrested because they decided that it would be a good idea to talk back to police officers that were trying to have them trespassed because they were acting up at a Target. I think it was a Target. And the guy just starts arguing, fighting back. And, typical stuff. Maybe things shouldn't have escalated the way they did. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy to see a scalper get what's coming to them. Yeah, so I was wrong. It was a Best Buy. Fair game. But yeah, that's kind of one of those examples where I just say to myself, man, what a fucking idiot. And that goes, par for the course for scalpers, I believe, I guess, is, we're just dealing with a bunch of fucking idiots. And, guy gets arrested, no sweat off my bones, no skin off my bones, or however that saying goes. But basically what I'm trying to say here is I hate scalpers, and I'm glad that some scalpers get what's coming to them. Other times I'm just surprised at the absolute mindfuck these scalpers are going through, because these guys will just fight tooth and nail to get a hold of some fucking Pokemon cards that are just meant to be played with, meant to be collected, aren't meant to be sold at some crazy high value that just completely shatters any hope of master setting or collecting or having fun with this fucking hobby. And this next video is actually a product of just what scalpers doing what scalpers doing what scalpers do, and retail stores not really knowing how to handle them, because there's always an easy solution to what we're doing here when we're dealing with scalpers, and this is just not an example of that. So check out this video. This is kind of stupid.
Pokemon. It's illegal to do what they just did.
Absolutely fucking degenerate. As you can see there, we had guys knocking over carts. We had people not getting knocked to the floor. Absolute animals. And I can't believe that these people are here doing this shit. I mean, you have grown men running into a crowd of people, shoving, elbowing, doing the fucking 1-step, 2-step, all this shit, just trying to get a fucking Pokemon card. And a lot of these people only walked away with like one fucking box. Like, it wasn't even like that successful of a haul for some of these people. Like, these people are killing themselves just trying to get a fucking Pokemon box. That's insane. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this real quick because it's just kind of something that's always on my mind. Every time I see one of these videos, I just keep saying to myself, like, we have an ability to get over this. Like, what the first video did was it had people get in a line, and you would go through the line, and then you would buy a certain amount of Pokemon cards in that line, and then if you fucked up or you start acting up or getting antsy, well, then they'd boot you from the line. They'd call the police, and they'll have you trespassed, as you saw in the first video. Second video, none of that was there. Walmart doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Walmart will literally just put Pokemon cards out there, and then these people will just flock to it like fucking flies on shit. So it's kind of crazy how this whole situation worked out, particularly in the regards to how it affects other people that actually give a shit about the hobby and not people that are just trying to make money off of it. But yeah, that's just, what I was thinking. So that's about it. Peace.